Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the YouTube channel and welcome back to the prep vlog series. This is the beginning of the 14 to 18 week out video. So yesterday I was exactly 14 weeks out of the first show that I have my eyes on this competitive season. So it is Sunday morning. It's about 6:45 in the morning. Short night of sleep last night. I was in bed at like 11:30 or midnight and was up at like 6:30. So only about 6-ish hours of sleep last night. I've kind of noticed over the course of this prep that no matter what time I go to bed, I'm usually waking up at like 6:30. There are a couple days where I've woken up at like 7:38, but that's pretty rare. I would say probably 98% of the time I'm waking up at like 6:30. So I have to train in the morning today. Today is the day that my girlfriend's family is leaving and headed back to Florida. They're leaving tonight, so we're gonna meet up with them sometime this afternoon just to kind of say our goodbyes and everything. So I need to get this session done in the morning. I still haven't really decided if I'm going to do full volume or if I'm going to do deload volume. I'm probably going to decide that as I go in my morning walk here. And then when I get to the gym and I kind of go through my warm-up process and I kind of feel how my body is feeling, I may make that decision here. Yeah, I mean, I know that that's, I would say maybe fairly uncommon for some people, I guess, or a skill that not a lot of people have built at this point in their training careers, but a lot of the stuff I do, especially right now during prep, is kind of decided in the moment. So, I'm going to train in like an hour and a half, and I already don't know like how much volume I'm going to do. That's a decision that I will literally make like as I'm going through the workout. I can feel how my body is like feeling and everything, and whether or not I need to do more. I think, if I had to make a decision, someone comes and put a gun in my head right now and says make a decision, I would probably just do deload volume just to play it on the safe side. Tomorrow is me and Carissa's anniversary, so we have the afternoon off. We have the day off of work, I'm sorry. So tomorrow is a rest day regardless. So I may push full volume just knowing that I get a day off tomorrow, that I can rest from that. I don't really know yet. I still haven't made that decision, obviously. So when I do make that decision, I will check in with you guys. But I do want to go ahead and get this morning walk started because, once we head over to see family this afternoon, I'll probably spend a lot of time just sitting down and talking and everything. So would like to get the steps and the training done before I head over there, obviously. All right, pretty solid push day today. I did end up training at full volume. My body felt really good. The extra day of rest like really helped refresh me quite a bit. And I also have a rest day tomorrow. I mentioned this earlier, but tomorrow is Carissa and I's anniversary, so we're gonna take a little day trip. So I want to have the whole day off tomorrow. So I figured I had 2 days off, and then I have a rest day tomorrow, so I'm probably safe to train at full volume. Push is probably the easiest of my 3 workouts anyways. I wouldn't say that push is easy, but between push, pull, and legs, I think it's pretty safe to say that push is the easiest of those 3. So really good workout. Honestly, like logbook wasn't anything like earth-shattering. Actually, now that I say that out loud, I don't think, let me think now. I think there was only maybe let's see, I did 8 exercises today and 2 sets each. So I did 16 total sets today. I think only maybe 3 or 4 of those sets were actual progress. Like the other 12 or 13 were all holding performance. But I'm totally fine with that because I was 5 pounds lighter this week or this rotation than what I was the last time that I did this session. My body weight has dropped off a ton this past week. I went from 183 to 177 in a week, 5 to 6 pound drop. A lot of that's water, but I just had a really big drop this week. So to be able to be that much lighter this time around, and still hold all of my lifts is a win in my book. What else? My pec felt good today. Really happy about that. I don't remember if I mentioned that this morning or not, but this obviously was the push rotation that I kind of tweaked my pec on the last time that I did it, particularly and specifically on the Cybex press that I do. But everything felt really good today. Really just happy with how today's workout went. Looking forward to tomorrow's rest day, and more so looking forward to spending the day with Carissa and everything. But just kind of looking forward to taking the day off from training tomorrow, and then just hanging out with her all day. So as far as the rest of the day, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna finish up some steps because at some point this afternoon we're going to head somewhere because again, all of the family that's been in town is leaving either tonight or tomorrow morning. So we're gonna have one last little get together as a goodbye. So I'm not sure when and where that's going down this afternoon, but I do know that something is going down somewhere this afternoon. So just gonna get my steps knocked out so that I can have my availability clear and everything for the weekend, or for the rest of the afternoon at least. So not sure when I'll check in with you guys again, but we'll check in at some point. All right, just got back from my walk, have caught up on some client work, and now I am scrambling to get my stuff together because, we're meeting in half an hour, so I gotta get everything scrambled together. Kind of stressing right now, but we'll get it taken care of. Back at it again with the big cooler, 2 liter of Diet Coke, fruit. I'm bringing my own eggs, as ridiculous as it is, but I don't know if there's going to be eggs at this place, and I'm not taking any chances. And then I have a meal, and then another meal underneath it. Just got everything that I'm going to need for the whole day again. We even got that motherfucker seat belted in, boy! Okay, guys, we are back from the final family gathering. So first of all, I'm sure everyone will notice the beard trim. I got a haircut and a beard trim today while all the family was together. My girlfriend's mom cuts my hair, and she was doing people's haircuts, so she helped me out, and we got this taken care of. My girlfriend still has some finishing touches that she wants to put on the beard and everything, but we're going to do that tomorrow because we're both pretty exhausted. It's about 9 o'clock or so on Sunday, so we've been gone for about 8.5, 9 hours. Obviously all the family is either leaving tonight or tomorrow morning. Very bittersweet feeling, it's always sad to see them go. And you hope it's not too long until we get to see them again. Tomorrow is kind of back to reality, which I'm actually, looking forward to. I don't want to get too sappy, but obviously being self-employed and everything like this, I love my routine, is basically what I'm trying to say. So getting back to my normal work life and everything is actually something that I look forward to. So kind of looking forward to that process. Anniversary tomorrow, which I'm also looking forward to. But for now, I'm just going to get my last meal in me and then get to bed, because it's been a very, very long week and weekend with the family and everything. So yeah, just kind of ready to get to sleep, and may have more thoughts on that tomorrow, but right now just really tired. Hey guys, good morning. It's about 9:30 in the morning, which is a little bit later than what I typically will check in. But we slept in today. I'm not going to recap the whole week and everything. You guys have been watching the past vlogs, hopefully. But this past week and everything has just been so crazy busy for us. Today is the first day, back to reality, so to say. But actually not really, because today is Carissa and I's anniversary. So we both have the day off of work. I'm not doing any client work today. I already messaged all of my clients on those days, and they're going to be checking in with me on a different day during the week. So we're still checking in this week, just not today. I wanted to clear my schedule for today. Her and I are going to go on a little day trip. We live pretty close to Michigan, and there are some nice little beaches and cute little towns over there that we like to go to. And today, as you can probably tell, is a beautiful day. So that is what we are going to be doing. Real quick, this may bore some of you guys to death, but obviously being that today is Carissa and I's anniversary, I just kind of wanted to take a few minutes just to kind of talk about Carissa and our relationship, because today is 7 years that her and I have been together. Carissa is somebody who prefers to not be on camera and everything like that. So, she doesn't really make too many appearances or whatever in videos or social media posts or anything, which is, totally fine with me. Honestly, I am a very private person. You guys have probably, in terms of my personal life, you guys have probably noticed that over the course of the past prep vlog. I had a lot of family stuff going on, and I didn't really film any of it. I prefer to keep a lot of my personal life personal, you know what I mean? And I really truly view social media and content creation as a means to help grow my business, and I love doing it. But I think that there are some people in the industry who have social media, and not just this industry, all industries, right? Content creation, social media influencing, that confuse real life with social media life. And I just prefer to really keep those two things separate. So having her, who is kind of like that too, I don't want to say helps with that, because I feel like even if I was with somebody who was also like that, I need to have my time where I'm away from social media and reading comments and all of that stuff, because at this point it's obviously my full-time job, right? It's consumed my entire life. And so that's one of the many reasons why Carissa is a breath of fresh air is the term that I want to use, but basically what I mean by that is I can get away from all of this shit with her, and she helps me do that, and she allows me to do that because herself is not caught up in it, which makes it easy for me to not get caught up in it at times. It's still hard for me to not get caught up in it, but she makes it a lot easier for me to do that. Like I said, we've been together for 7 years. We actually went to the same high school, and we knew each other. We're from a very small town, so everybody knows everybody, right? So we fucking met in 6th grade or something like that, super young. Went to the same high school, knew who she was, but didn't really talk to her in high school. We were in different classes, and I don't fucking know what high school is like, but in a small town high school when I grew up, I kind of just only associated with people in my class. I didn't really associate with too many upper or lower classmen, just kind of one of those weird high school niche things. Now a lot of my friends are fucking 20, 25 years older than me. I take a look at a lot of the people that I talk to on a daily basis, and they're all 50 or older. Age doesn't mean anything. Anyways. We actually formally met after high school, after graduating high school, I actually became friends with someone who was in the class below that I was in, and then we had a party, and then she was there, and we ended up meeting there. And then we talked, the talking stage, we talked for a year. And then we started going out July 31st of 2016. So obviously 7 years to the day. So, man, the time has flown. 7 years is just really, really crazy. Sometimes, and I'm sure we've all had this experience, sometimes you're with a married couple or something, and they'll bring up, we've been married for 20 years. And then one of them will be like, man, it's flown by. But I kind of feel that way with our relationship. 7 years is, a good chunk of time, but it feels like it's kind of flown by, which just, I feel proves to me that I'm with the right person. You know what I mean? We don't have to be anybody else but each other around each other. And I keep saying a breath of fresh air, but that really is, amongst many things, that is what she is to me, and kind of my escape from all of this stuff. So there's so much more that I could say, but as I was, kind of mentioning earlier, I kind of like to keep my personal life personal. So that will be done. Thank you for listening to me be a internet Romeo. I don't even think, actually, I know Carissa doesn't even really watch my videos, so she wouldn't even hear this anyways. So that's for content creators out there. My girlfriend's like, that was the best, not like the best video you've ever put out, because my girlfriend doesn't really watch my shit. I mean, she'll see my TikToks and stuff, but like YouTube videos, my girlfriend is not sitting down and listening to me talk for an hour to an hour and a half. I promise you guys that. So, yeah. So, other than that, like real quick, like X's and O's for the day. Today's a rest day. I took the day off of training because we're obviously going to be doing stuff, all day. Diet is still getting adhered to. Nothing really changes. I'll probably talk about this once we get more specifics and everything, but I am going to be taking a cheat meal for our anniversary. We don't really know where we're going to go, and we don't really know when we're going to go. Today's a Monday, and, we both work tomorrow. Today's the actual anniversary day, but we're kind of doing this day trip today, and we have a couple places that we would like to go to, but they're here in the Chicagoland area. And we have restaurants that we like up there in Michigan and everything, but as of now, we're not really planning on eating anything up there. So diet will get adhered to today, and then it'll probably be this weekend when we end up going out. But that will be my first cheat meal all year, from beginning prep in January up until this point, which it'll be either late July or early August when we end up going out. Obviously early August, because we're going this weekend. Today's the end of July, duh. But that, like I said, that'll be my first cheat meal all year. And this is the perfect opportunity for me to have this. I'll touch on this more when at some point when I have the cheat meal. I'm going to sit down and we'll talk about it and everything, and kind of like the thought process and everything that goes on there, and kind of like my mentality behind it. But obviously, as dedicated and disciplined as I am in bodybuilding, this is something that my girlfriend and I do every year. Is we always have a nice dinner for our anniversary, and my girlfriend is very accommodating. She has mentioned to me multiple times, like, we don't have to do this, or we can do it later in the year after the show. But this is something that I do not want to sacrifice for this prep. And, I have nothing to fucking prove to anybody. I've gone from January up until now, August, without cheating on my diet one time. This will probably be the only cheat meal that I have throughout the entire prep. If I go an 11-month prep with only having one cheat meal, I'm doing pretty fucking good. And again, I'll probably talk about this later. I'm not taking the cheat meal because I'm craving food and I'm giving myself an excuse to have a cheat meal. I'm giving myself a cheat meal because I want to have that social time with my girlfriend, and we have not eaten out at a restaurant together in months. So that's the main reason why I want to get that done. That there are, bodybuilding is obviously extremely important to me. It's my fucking job and career at this point, but there are some things that I'm not willing. There are a lot of things that I am willing to sacrifice in order to become a better bodybuilder, but this is not one of those. So I don't want to go off on too much of a spiel on that right now. We'll go off on that on the cheat meal day. But for now, I kind of just want to finish these steps and then get in and get some food prepped so that we can get on the road. All All right, guys, so we are back from Michigan. I obviously didn't get tons of film. Some of the film that I did get was that they had a little food truck festival that was going on outside. My girlfriend got a corn dog. They had like 5 or 6 different food trucks that were out and had a couple different food items and tacos and elephant ears and corn dogs and stuff like that. I obviously had my meal prep food, but everything smelled really, really good. So very fun day. Overall, weather was really, really nice. Just kind of nice to take a day and just chill out a little bit and, you know, get away from work and everything. We are going to watch a movie now, one of our favorite movies. This is the Jumanji remake with The Rock and Jack Black. We think it's really, really funny. So we're going to sit down and watch that. So I am going to check out for the night. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and then back, really for real, back to reality tomorrow, back to check-ins and training and everything. So we'll probably check in sometime tomorrow morning, guys. Just gonna enjoy the rest of our anniversary night. What's up, guys? Good morning. Tuesday morning. We're in the middle of making meal 1. I just got back from my morning walk. Oats and blueberries are done. Those are cooling off. And then I've got some eggs in the pan, which I'm gonna add this beef to right now. So like I mentioned, today is Tuesday. Today is kind of back to reality for both my girlfriend and I. You know, we had the past week and a half or so has been super, super busy. And then yesterday was our anniversary. So today's kind of the first day where we're kind of back to our normal schedule. I was up at 6 o'clock this morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to get back at it. So I have a slightly busier than usual work day today. I kind of mentioned this yesterday, but I told all of my Monday clients to check in with me on different days. So my workload this week is the same. I'm still checking in with all of my clients. I'm just doing it on 4 days instead of 5. I told the people on Monday, like some of you check in with me on Tuesday, some on Wednesday, some on Thursday, so on and so forth. So just kind of spreading the workload out across the week. Today is also a poll session. I feel really, really good today, so it's going to be a full volume session. And then tomorrow will be another rest day. And so I know that I'm kind of sandwiching these sessions in between rest days so that I can kind of push myself a little bit harder in those. But as far as like physically and everything, today's probably the best that I've felt in a while. My morning walks have been kind of difficult lately. Like I'm just kind of like a zombie, like trudging through them. And I felt like wide awake and was flying around the neighborhood this morning. Not really, but it kind of felt like I was. So physically, I feel good, feel really refreshed. Mentally, I'm excited to be back into my routine. You know, the past week and a half has just been crazy. And even beyond that, with the whole month of July, with 4th of July, house sitting and dog sitting at my girlfriend's house for a week, all of these family things, anniversary yesterday, like July has just kind of been a pretty crazy month for me. Super, super busy. So just kind of looking forward to getting settled back into some normalcy. So speaking of getting settled, I'm going to get settled into this food because I'm pretty hungry. And then I'm sure you can see behind me, we're going to get started on check-ins this morning and get those sent out right away. And then we are going to go train right after that. What up, guys? We are on the way to train pole. As I mentioned in this morning's little update, I feel really good today. So today's going to be a full volume session. The only thing that's really going to be different about this workout than the typical programming is I'm only going to be doing 1 set of the machine preacher curl. I've been doing 2 sets on that for a very long time, and I've kind of just gotten to the point where I can really only get 1 productive set out of it. So there's just no point in me continuing to, continue to do that exercise for 2 sets if the second set is just terrible. So I'm going to only be doing 1 set of the preacher curl there. I haven't decided if I'm going to make up that volume by doing a 3rd set on the cable curl or if I'm just going to reduce to 3 sets. I have not decided that yet. So right now I'm doing 4 sets of biceps in this workout. I'm doing 2 on a preacher curl and 2 on a cable curl. So 4 sets total. So, I don't think the total bicep volume is the problem. I think it's just that particular exercise only really has like 1 good set in it. So I don't know if I need to decrease the total session volume from 4 sets to 3, or if I can keep it at 4 and just redistribute that volume elsewhere. So instead of doing 2 preacher curl and 2 cable curl, I do 1 preacher curl and 3 cable curl. We'll see. I may experiment with that today. I don't know. But for now, what I do know is that the cable curl, or excuse me, the preacher curl is only getting 1 set. Whether I do 3 on the cable or 2 on the cable, there's only going to be 1 set that gets done on the preacher curl. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, man, it's going to be a pretty typical pull session for me. So just kind of getting ready to get this one knocked out. I feel really, really good. So hopefully the numbers and everything will be there. I am about 5 pounds down in body weight from the last time that I did this rotation. So I think the last time that I did this, I was 182.4. and I was 177.2 this morning. So about 5.2 pounds lighter. That may affect my exercises. I don't know. We'll find out. But I feel pretty good today. So I don't, I don't have any excuses. If it's not there today, then it's just not there. But I feel like it is there today. So we'll see if it is. Just wrapped up a really awesome pull session. All of my numbers either progressed or held, so I'm really happy with that. Set a baseline number for the 1 set on the preacher curl, and I ended up sticking with 2 sets on the incline cable curl. If I had progressed both sets of the incline cable curl, I probably would have done a 3rd just to make up the volume, but I held performance on both sets there, so I was content with just leaving it at 2. I will no longer be doing a shrug on this particular pull session. I've mentioned this on YouTube and all of my social medias, but the shrug at this gym is really low to the ground, and in order for me to do it, I have to bend over like really far to pick up the handles. And this pull session always falls 2 days before I do my RDL leg day. And I'm just getting to the point where bending over to pick up the shrug is like really fucking tiring, and I don't know if it's really affecting my RDLs yet, but I can see how bending over really far and picking up heavy ass weight and then 48 hours later doing it again is probably not the best idea. So I'm not going to be doing a bent over shrugging movement in this pull day anymore. Instead, what I'm going to do is on all 4 sets of direct upper back work, so both sets of the upper back pull down and both sets of the T-bar row, once I can no longer hit full range of motion on the pull down or the rowing motion, I'm just going to do some Kesslow shrugs or scapular retractions until I hit failure there, just to kind of tack on some additional trap stimulus there. But as far as doing a bent over shrugging movement, I'm not going to be doing that in pull A anymore. I will still be doing that in pull B because I don't have to bend over as far at that gym, and I don't find that having sore traps affects my squats at all. But the sore traps is affecting my RDLs, I feel like, and also just having to bend over so far to do the shrugs at this gym really fucking sucks. So I'm just not going to be doing that shit anymore. It's just a huge waste of energy, and I'm going to be doing the Kesslow shrugs instead. So while I'm on this side of town, I'm going to run over to Tony's, run over to the grocery store, and get some stuff there. I need to get some chicken steak, apples and oranges, and hopefully they got some pineapple too, because I'm out of pineapple at the moment and I would really love to get some. All right, guys, finished up training, went to the grocery store, got a bunch of fruit, chicken and steak, came home, posed, prepped some more food, responded to client messages, posted my content. Right now I am writing out my schedule for tomorrow. It's been pretty productive since the last time that I checked in with you guys. At this point, it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We are going to head to the grocery store, got some odd and end things that we need to get. And then from there, we'll come home, have another meal. And then from there, it's kind of up in the air. Not really sure what I'll do after that. Not sure if I'll try and get some more work done or if I'll just kind of call it a night. and just chill after that. We will decide when I get back. All right, we took the dog out and I finished up some more meal prep. I didn't really feel like filming any of it, but trust me, it happened. I'm not making it up. At this point, it's time to just wind the day down. About to put the old blue light blocking glasses on and watch some TV and chill out. Probably watch the Yankees game. And yeah, so tomorrow is a rest day. I plan on going live on TikTok tomorrow morning while I'm doing my steps, which I'm kind of excited for because I haven't gone live in a while. Hopefully we get a good turnout. I have a pretty busy work day tomorrow. I have a client consultation with a potential client from Ireland. So there's a big time difference there, about 6 hours. So tomorrow afternoon, which will be nighttime for him, we're going to get that Zoom consultation done. I had a new client who had just signed up recently over the course of this past week. I've been working on his program over the course of the past couple of days, but I'm thinking that tomorrow is going to be the day that I'll finally get some time to sit down and really grind through it and get it finished off. I have some videos that I have to make for TikTok replying to questions on a Q&A. I got a, food to prep. I got a long laundry list of things to do tomorrow. So I'm just going to get to bed tonight, get a good night's sleep so that I'm well rested to kick my day's ass tomorrow. No training tomorrow, but plenty of things to do on the rest day. So we'll catch up in the morning, guys. Have a good night. What's going on, guys? Good morning. What is today? Wednesday? Today's Wednesday morning. Headed to the gym right now. It's about 7:30 in the morning. It is a rest day for me today. Woke up this morning at 176.8, which is a new low for me. Just really happy about that. I have not posed yet. I have not seen the look. We're going to do that later. So far I've been up and I did one lap around the park, which is about 3,500 steps. And I replied to all my client messages on WhatsApp and everything. And now I am going to go to the gym and actually walk on the treadmill for an hour. So basically today is a really busy work day for me, and a good habit, I don't want to say it's a good habit, but a habit that I've been getting in on my rest days is, I'm trying to average 10,000 steps per day. And I've been trying to get like as many of those done as I can in the beginning of the day as possible, because lately my rest days have been really busy with work when it comes to video editing and client consultations and all of that type of stuff. So I'm trying to get like all of my activity done like in the morning on my rest days so that I can literally just take the whole day to work and stuff like that. So instead of doing like all 10,000 steps outside today, what I'm going to do is do like, 3,500 or so outside. And then I'm going to get about 5,000 or so here on the treadmill. We're at an all-way stop right now and everybody's confused. Okay, so on the treadmill, so I'm going to split it up and then I'm going to use that as an opportunity to go live on TikTok because I have not gone live in a while. Lives are okay. I honestly prefer like a Q&A format, like something that's on like an Instagram story where I can pick and choose the questions. I just get really annoyed when people spam their questions on the live stream, so that kind of gets frustrating to read after a while. But I understand that people want their questions answered and everything. It's just kind of difficult for me as the one person trying to answer like hundreds of questions, you know what I mean? Or dozens of questions, hundreds of questions. I'm not that popular, but you guys hopefully understand what I'm saying. But I do enjoy going live, and also I feel like it's gonna help the time pass. So that is the plan for this morning. And then after I finish up the walk/live session, I'm gonna stretch, and then we're gonna come home and pose, and then probably take a shower, and then we'll get started on work for the day. So busy day today, very excited for it. Yeah, I mean, I've kind of mentioned this at multiple times before, and I don't want to turn this into like a sappy rant, but I really do love my job and I love what I do on a daily basis, because I fucking created it. You know what I mean? Like it's mine, it's me. So that's where I'll leave you guys with this morning, that I'm excited to get to work today. So we'll catch up soon. Hopefully some of you guys were in the TikTok live that I ended up doing this morning. If you were in that live, please leave a comment on this video. I would just be really interested to hear, you know, how many people who were in the live are also on this YouTube video. That would be, I don't know, just an interesting piece of information for me to know. All right, guys, pretty productive afternoon since I last checked in with you guys. So check-ins got done, 2 meals down, content posted, replies made. I just had a consultation call with a potential client from Ireland, so hopefully he ends up signing on. And right now I am in the process of editing a prep vlog and just kind of getting that taken care of. So about 25 minutes from now, we will eat my 3rd meal. I've got some steak over there on the stovetop that's cooling in that silver pot over there. Just overall been a pretty productive rest day so far. Just kind of cruising through some work and going with the flow. All right, guys, it's that time. Time to trim the hairiness. Hey, unfortunately, I made a grave mistake. As soon as I started shaving my body, I decided to start the upload for this YouTube video. So I realized like midway through, I was like, shit, I cannot record right now. But as you can tell, I am clean shaven, nice and shaved. You can see my girlfriend tightened up my beard. I'm feeling good, looking clean. She's got it all tight up to my face and everything. So feeling really good. We just took the dog out for a walk. I just ate my second to last meal. It's about 7:30 or so at night, and it's about time for me to wind this day down. I have legs B tomorrow, which is without a doubt my hardest session of the week. So I'm going to shut things down tonight and try to get to bed early so I can get a good night of sleep and be really rested and recovered to do those RDLs and the leg press tomorrow. Today was a very, very productive day. I had a lot of stuff that I needed to get done today, and I got it all done. And I actually got working ahead on some of the stuff that I needed to do tomorrow. So I feel really good mentally about everything that got taken care of today. Feel confident, you know, something about a fresh beard shave and a body trim makes you, you know, feel leaner than what you really are. So in a good mood, right now. So, like I said, just gonna wind things down, get to bed. We'll probably check in the morning. I'm hoping to wake up tomorrow with another new low. It'd be awesome if I could be in the 175s tomorrow. That would be really, really, really cool. But we'll see. 176.8 this morning. So it's a possibility if I get a good drop overnight, but more excited for legs tomorrow. So we're going to check in for the night and we'll check in with you guys tomorrow morning. Hopefully at a new low. We'll see.
Then
you were being a bit pushy, and I didn't.
I was just excited, man.
What's up, guys? Good morning. It is Thursday morning. As I kind of mentioned last night, I did wake up at a new low this morning. I was 177.6, which is only 0.2 pounds down, but it is still technically a new low. This is kind of a common sight for this vlog is me kind of being here cooking meal 1. If you can see where my finger is here, I've got my oatmeal cooling off back there while I do the eggs and the beef. As always, I know the lighting last night wasn't that best or wasn't the best. So when I had mentioned that I had kind of trimmed my body, you guys couldn't see it, but you guys can kind of see it now. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know, we getting there. Like I said, 177.6 this morning, which is a new low. Legs B today, which is the hardest workout that I have in my entire program. Fuck me. But honestly, I feel really, really good right now. So I have a feeling that it will go well. We'll probably talk more about the session as we kind of get closer to the workout. As of now, the plan is for me to film the whole thing for YouTube. So, we'll see if that actually ends up taking place today. But that is kind of the plan. I'm kind of trying to get in the habit of trying to do one prep vlog per week. Obviously, that's going to be something that I'll obviously be doing is one per week, but I'm also trying to get to the point where I can maybe do, I keep hiccuping this morning, one training video per week as well. So we'll see. That is the plan. But work is really busy right now, and I'm being pulled in a lot of different directions. So we'll see if that gets done. But for now, I want to get this meal cooked up and eaten, and then start the work day. I have a shorter check-in day today. Today's Thursday, so I don't have a ton of people checking in with me. I think only like 4 or 5 today. But I do have a new client who signed on, whose program is finished. And I need to onboard him. Basically what that means is just get him familiarized with his program and everything. So the amount of client work that I have to do this morning is a little bit shorter than normal, but I still have a lot of work that I got to do before we train. So like I said, gonna go ahead and get this meal in, and then we'll get all the shakes and stuff mixed up, and then time for legs. Let's fucking get it. I feel great today. All right, pretty productive morning. Check-ins done, and I got my new client Brandon onboarded. Got working ahead on a couple of things, and then it was time for to train. So here we are on the way to the gym. Gonna hit legs B today, which, as I mentioned before, is my hardest workout that I do, period. This is the one where I RDL and I leg press. So I'm excited for RDLs today because typically when I go into this workout, I have done 2 sets of shrugs 48 hours prior. And obviously, if you guys have made it this far in the video, you'll know that I did not do any shrugs this week. So hypothetically, that would mean that my spinal erectors and my traps are a little bit more fresh, which would hypothetically mean that I can, use them better in my RDLs today. So I'm hoping for good numbers on the RDL today. That would be good. Nice to see, ideally. So we'll see if that's the case. And then leg press, the leg press as well is going to go down. So pretty excited for that. Really interesting side note, I've mentioned a couple of times that I've started drinking coffee recently, and I had coffee for my pre-workout today, and I was just mentioning to Carissa the other day how the energy that I get from coffee, and this could be entirely in my head, but the energy that I get from coffee is very different than the energy that I get from like an energy drink, like a Monster or something. Again, could be entirely in my head, but I feel like I'm just as alert, but my heart rate isn't beating as fast, and I feel just more calm. Again, totally could be talking out of my ass, but I had coffee pre-workout today. This will be the first time that I'm using coffee as my pre-workout caffeine source. So I guess today is like putting it to the test to see if it, is a different type of energy, you know what I mean? But I'm not really expecting anything earth-shattering, to be honest, but it's just kind of one of those fun little things that I like to experiment with. So maybe that's why I like the Ghost energy drinks so much, is because they use a natural caffeine. But to be fair, when they say they use natural caffeine and that it comes from coffee, like, is it the same as getting it like straight from the coffee itself? Probably not. I can't imagine that it is. Like, there's probably nothing like getting it straight from the source. So anyways, as far as legs today, I'm obviously excited, but I have my same usual pre-leg day doubts and nervousness that I always have. I'm always nervous and anxious before legs, especially legs B. And every single day, I'm nervous and I have my doubts, and every single day I progress my numbers. So I just try to remind myself of that every single week. Yes, like, I'm scared of today's workout. Like, It's going to be a fucking hard one, but like, you know, all of them have been hard up until this point, and I've kicked the shit out of all of them. So I've done everything that I need to do to make sure that today is the exact same. It's just time to fucking put it to the test. So really just want to get locked in today. I'm already pretty locked in, and you know, this will be one of those days where the hoodie will probably stay up most of the workout, and I'll kind of have that look in my eyes, if you know what I mean. You know, I don't, if anyone ever sees me in the gym and they see me look like that, you know, I don't I don't want to think that I'm like unapproachable. Really, please don't, like, please come up and say something. But man, I'm sure sometimes I watch video back of like what I do in between sets or before a set starts, and I'm just like, holy shit, man, like I just kind of like look like I'm staring into nothing. I don't know, kind of weird. But today will probably be one of those days. That's just kind of what happens, especially as I'm getting more tired. You know, I'm doing a lot less pacing around in between sets, and typically in between sets I kind of just sit on the machine and will like stare at the floor or something crazy, man. It's yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. But time to do the thing. I'm gonna be there in about 5 minutes, so gonna put this down and finish my pre-workout drink, and then it's time to fucking roll. I'm ready for it. What's up, guys? Just got back from legs. As you can probably tell, I am fucking exhausted. Today was really hard. It was a really, really good workout, but it was hard. Like, I'm fucking dead. Oh my God. Performance-wise, everything was okay. My isolation stuff was all there. Everything was really good. I did a form reset on the calf raise. Just, I've been making a more conscious effort lately to get a higher degree of dorsiflexion. And so that's kind of made my numbers take a knock. So I just kind of did a little logbook reset on that. And then all of my other isolation stuff was all there. I did micro load my leg press and RDLs today, and I did not get the reps that I had expected. So I added 1 pound to both the RDL and the leg press. And on the RDL, I was hoping to get 6 or 7, and I got 5. And then on the leg press, I was hoping to get 5 or 6, and I got 4. I'm happy with the quality of all of the reps, but I just didn't get the numbers that I was expecting. But I took a look at my logbook, and the last time that I did this workout, which was 10 days ago, I was 184 point something, and this morning I was 176 point something. So I'm 7 to 8 pounds lighter this time than what I was the last time that I did it. I've lost 7 to 8 pounds in 10 days. You know, I may talk about this a different time. I need to be really careful about this because this is PED talk, but I recently introduced clenbuterol into my protocol, and I have been having a good experience with that. That's what I'll say. You guys can interpret that how you want. Like I said, I need to be careful about this because I don't really know the rules about talking about PEDs, and I just don't want to lose, you know, my channel. So, ever since I put that in, good things have been happening. And so for me to even be remotely close to the same numbers after having lost 8 pounds in 10 days is like, I'm super happy with that. And then considering I progressed, like my isolation stuff, leg curls, leg extensions, adductors, all of that stuff went up today. So, really fucking good workout, man. I'm just fucking tired, like really, really exhausted. So I want to go in and I need to pose, do a couple rounds of posing, and then I want to take a shower, and then I'm just fucking, I'm drained and I'm starving. I'm really hungry right now. I'm getting like, sugar cravings. Like I want something sweet right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my fruit from one of my later meals and eat it now just to kind of satisfy that craving. You know, I'm going to eat the same amount of food that I normally eat today. It's just instead of eating the fruit with my later meals, I want to eat some of it now because I am craving something sweet. So just kind of rearranging my diet a little bit just to kind of satisfy this little sweet tooth urge that we have right now. Let's see. I need to get back to my client messages. I've got some other stuff that I've got to do today, but it's going to be fucking hard to do with as tired as I am. And then we're going to go get groceries and stuff later tonight. So I need to perk up because we actually have like a decent amount of stuff that we need to do the rest of the day. So yeah, we'll catch up in a bit. Time for groceries. All right, guys, got back from grocery run, which ended up, going to a couple different places. We went to like a pet store out by here to get some stuff for our dog. We went to Five Below just to get some trinket stuff. If you guys have never been to Five Below is a pretty cool store. Like most of their stuff is like $5 or below, and they actually have some really like useful stuff. Like my headphones that are actually right there. I get from there, like just good stuff for cheap, and I'm a cheap bastard, so Five Below is awesome. Then went to a grocery store to get some stuff, and then went to Walmart to get the majority of our groceries. Obviously, got a ton of steps in there, and then came home and then just walked the dog there. I am absolutely exhausted physically and mentally. Funny story, this will show you how out of it I am. I get in the car to leave to drive us to go to get groceries, and we're kind of sitting there, and I literally drew a blank on like how to drive to get to the grocery store. So that just kind of goes to show, I was literally sitting there and I was like, I kind of just forgot how to get to the grocery store. And then my girlfriend kind of started to explain it to me, and it kind of came back to me, but like I'm fucking out of it. Like my body, man, like walking around in the grocery store and then taking the dog out on a walk just now was like not hard, but like I would have way much rather have been on the couch, like really, really tired. And I'm hungry, so, but I've got food to eat. So steak, rice, some veggies, and then we'll have some Greek yogurt and strawberries with it too. So very excited to eat, but just really trying to get this last meal in and get to bed because I'm exhausted. I can feel my body is just destroyed from legs today. Need a good night's sleep, and that's what I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna get this food in and get to bed early, and then not set an alarm or anything, just sleep in as long as my body will let me. Tomorrow is a rest day, thank God. Go to the gym in the morning and get the body moving, stretch around and everything, and just kind of get recovered. But I know I'm gonna feel like a sack of shit in the morning, like just my whole body is gonna ache, specifically my back and everything, all my leg muscles, hips, everything, back, it's all gonna be fucking sore as shit in the morning. It always is, but once I get moving and kind of get everything stretched out, I kind of feel a little bit better. So just got to stay on top of the recovery work. So I'm gonna stop rambling now because I'm starving and I want to eat so bad. We'll check in tomorrow morning, guys. Friday morning, second to last check-in day of the week. I've got clients who are checking in with me on Saturdays now because competition season is starting to kind of pick up for me. So Saturday was typically a day off of check-ins, and right now it's not. But Friday is kind of the last heavy day of check-in work. So we'll get that done and then head into the weekend. Good morning, guys. Friday morning. Today is a rest day. Woke up this morning at another new low, 176.0 this morning. So things just continue to move in the right direction. I slept really, really good last night. Honestly, last night was probably the best night of sleep that I've gotten this entire week. I went to bed and I had the lights out by 10 o'clock. And then I actually slept in a little bit this morning. Right now it's actually 7:45. So I slept until about 7 o'clock. So, lights out at 10, woke up at 7, that's 9 hours. And I only woke up 2 times in the middle of the night. And the first time that I woke up, it was like 5 a.m. So I went from like 10 to 5 without waking up once. So I slept pretty good last night. As suspected, my body is fucking ruined today. My back is super tight. Like, bending over to put my socks and shoes on to leave was like really uncomfortable, even sitting down. Glutes are sore. Quads actually don't feel too bad. Calves actually feel pretty good. Usually my calves are fucked on the pendulum squat day, but they feel pretty good today. Upper back is a little sore and tight and stuff like that. So, but that's all to be expected after today. Hamstrings are super sore too. Holy shit, those are tight as a motherfucker. So, headed to the gym right now so that we can start getting these. It's a combination of steps. I'm gonna walk on the treadmill for an hour. Just to get some steps in this morning and take care of some work on my phone while I'm doing that. And then after I do the hour of walking, which will kind of help wake me up too, because I kind of just like woke up, drank some water, and here we are on the way to the gym. After I do the steps, I'll probably ride the bike for a little bit just to get some blood in my knees and in my quads and everything. I really like doing the bike for that. And then I'll do some stretching, and then I'll do some posing. I'll come home and do some posing, and then by then I'll start the work day, have my first meal, and start work. So just kind of looking forward to getting to the gym and getting moving, because every single day I wake up after legs, as I know I mentioned this tons of times, but every single time I wake up the day after legs, like my body is so sore and so tight, and the hardest part is like getting it moving, you know what I mean? Once I get it moving and I kind of get warmed up and everything gets loosened up, like it's easy for me to just kind of work out all the kinks and all of that shit. But getting it moving is like a difficult thing, you know. My natural reaction when I wake up is like, stay in bed, like, you know, because I'm so fucking tired and so sore. But I think it's important to fight that urge and get up and do something. And movement is medicine is a phrase that I hear get tossed around a lot, and I think in a lot of instances it's a good thing. Keep in mind that everything that we do on these days is extremely low intensity. When I say like I'm walking on the treadmill, I'm literally walking on the treadmill at like a 2.5 speed and a 2.5 incline, like a very, I don't know if I would say casual walk, like it's a brisk walk, but it's not intense at all. I'm not trying, this is not like a workout, you know, this is recovery work. I'm trying to just get my body moving, get my body temperature elevated, warm up and activate and stretch some major sore muscle groups, you know what I mean, and just get blood flow to the area, and then you know, that's it. I'm not really trying to create trauma or create damage like in these instances. So I kind of just feel like it's important to distinguish that, because you know, there's what's the phrase that people use? Active rest day. That's something that gets tossed around a lot. I guess that this could be what you call that, maybe, but I don't know. I don't really think about it that way. This is just kind of how I've done things most of my athletic career, and yeah, this is just pretty much how I've always done stuff. So yeah, gonna wrap this up here, get to the gym, and take care of some of this work here. We'll catch up in a bit. Got a busy day today. Looking forward to just kind of getting everything wrapped up and then getting ready for the weekend. I know I've mentioned this plenty of times in this vlog, but Carissa and I are going to go out. I think we're going to go out tomorrow night, Saturday night, for our anniversary dinner, which will also be the cheat meal, which I'm starting to get excited for. Last night I was looking at the menu for the place that we were going, and I was like, damn, this is going to be nice, you know. I was also super hungry last night, you know, so maybe I was just like overly food focused. I don't know, but I'm more or less looking forward to eating at a restaurant and being social at a restaurant. I haven't eaten at a restaurant in like 3 to 4 months, man. Like it's just kind of gotten to that point in prep where there's like no margin for error. So I just stopped eating out at restaurants a while ago. So Yeah, anyways, we'll talk in a bit, guys. We'll catch up soon. All right, check-ins are done, and that is the client work done for the week, with the exception of my competitors who check in tomorrow. But 98% of my client work is done for the week. Now it is time to start editing. As you can see, I've got my work computer here and my editing computer here. Gonna heat up my third meal of the day in about 10 minutes or so. And yeah, just kind of looking like a pretty chill Friday afternoon so far. Just kind of want to get a good chunk of this prep vlog edited out, which hopefully I can knock out pretty quick. And then I would like to just kind of chill out the rest of the day and just kind of relax. Hey guys, good morning. Saturday morning. As you can see, we are on the morning walk. It's a little bit more cloudy and gloomy this morning than what it typically is, and so the weather is a little cooler, which is actually really nice. I'm pretty happy about that. I much prefer the cooler weather than the warmer weather, which is kind of why I've been getting my steps in the morning instead of in the afternoons most days during this prep. So few things that I want to note right off the bat. I didn't really film much last night other than after I had finished editing my video and watching the Yankees game. I was really tired last night, and after we took the dog out, I kind of just sat on the couch and was dozing off on the couch. So just got my last meal in and I went to bed. Woke up at 6 o'clock on the dot this morning without setting an alarm or anything, and I literally slept all the way through the night. I did not wake up one time, which is great. No bathroom trips or nothing from the time that I went to bed to the time that I woke up. I slept all the way through the night. So, however, I did wake up this morning and my body weight was a little bit higher than normal. So the past couple of days I've been in like the 176 to 177 range. And then I woke up this morning at 179.6. So my weight shot up like 2 to 3 pounds overnight. At the same time, I had loose bowels this morning, we'll say that. And then my stomach was kind of feeling weird last night. And as I've kind of been walking on this walk so far, I've been having a little gas. So clearly something did not digest well with me last night. Don't know what that was because I didn't change anything in my diet. Don't know if it's stress related or what. I have no idea, but something clearly did not digest well with me yesterday. And I'm holding some water this morning, which is whatever, not a problem. The water will eventually come out. So I'm not really concerned about it, but I did think that it was interesting to mention because the diet that I follow is really good. Like in terms of my digestion, I only eat foods that digest well with me. But even still, like sometimes weird things happen where you don't digest things properly. So I guess wanted to let people know that that does happen to me. Today is a push day. Getting this one in early in the morning. Typically on the weekends I like to train in the morning because the gyms are dead, and I just really enjoy having that as be the case, in the sense of like the gym being open and I can do whatever I want whenever I want for the most part. So I want to get that done. I'm awake early and I feel good, so let's just go ahead and get it knocked out so that the rest of the day is open and we can do whatever we want. And yeah, and then today's the cheat meal day. Tonight, Carissa and I are going to go out for our anniversary dinner, which will be my first cheat meal of the year. So I will talk about that a little bit later. First things first is I want to get the training focused on, because that's the most important thing. So we'll get these steps done, and then we'll get to the gym so that we can train. And then sometime after the gym, we'll talk about the cheat meal. What up, guys? Happy Saturday afternoon. Haven't checked in with you guys in a little bit. I came home from the gym and I posed and I took a shower, and I literally walked right out of the shower straight to the bedroom and fell asleep. I was absolutely exhausted. I felt fine when I woke up this morning, no issues at all. Training session went pretty good, but as soon as I got in the car to come home, just for whatever reason, I felt really, really tired. So I just decided it would be best to come home and come back to bed. So that is what I did. Speaking of the session, I did film the entire session, and that will be posted on YouTube. I'm sure it will be posted by the time that you guys see this video. So I will have had that overlaid by now. The workout was really good. If you guys want to hear more specifically about that, then you can go watch that video over there. So I woke up from that nap, got a meal in me, and then I got some afternoon coffee in me, and now I'm kind of awake and we're up and doing some stuff. So just kind of getting all my content posted and some dishes done and all of that stuff taken care of before we go out for our anniversary meal tonight. So I want to talk about the cheat meal. I'm sure that that's something that you guys are pretty excited for, as I'm excited for. So as I've mentioned, this is my first cheat meal all year. This will be my first instance this entire year since the beginning of January that I will be eating untracked food. So there has been a couple instances this year where I have eaten food that's not on my normal plan, like for a special event like Mother's Day, Father's Day, and stuff like that. But I tracked those macros and I incorporated those within my diet. So even though, you know, there has been instances during this year where I've eaten food that I didn't cook, it has been like weighed and tracked and accounted for. So I don't really consider that to be a cheat meal because I fit those foods within my daily calorie allotments. This is the first time all year where I am purposely not tracking anything and not caring about calories or macros or digestion or any of that stuff. And this is just, you know, every year on our anniversary, we typically will go out and have a really nice meal, and we'll have a full meal where we'll do appetizer, entree, and then dessert. Whether we end up getting dessert at the restaurant or not, or whether we go somewhere else for dessert, is always up in the air. But that's typically something that we've done every single year since we've been together. And as I've said before, Carissa has mentioned multiple times that we don't have to do this, or we can pick a different place to go, and so that I can kind of get food that's more in line with my nutrition plan. But I don't want to do that. I want to make it very clear that I am making the choice to do this. This isn't something that I feel pressured to do or am like giving in to cravings or anything. As I've kind of mentioned a couple of times in this video, I haven't really eaten out at a restaurant in months, which honestly is not something that bothers me at all. I'm very, very locked in with my diet and everything, and I'm not taking a cheat meal because I feel the need to have one. I really am not like craving anything that much, honestly. This is just more to take a night to check out from bodybuilding and check out from this prep for the first time all year. And also give back to my girlfriend, because obviously, even though me not going out and eating at restaurants is not really something that bothers me, and I am sacrificing that, she is sacrificing for that as well, because she is missing out on that like social time with me at the restaurants too. So this is something that I am doing to like enjoy the time and to give back and everything, and as much as dialed in as I am on this prep and everything, this is not something that I want to sacrifice in order to be a better bodybuilder. So, you know, let's say fast forward, and this is kind of like an extreme scenario, but let's say that I get like second place or something at the show, and there was like a magical genie that comes out of a bottle and says, if you hadn't taken that cheat meal on your anniversary, you would have won. I would be okay with that. I can live with that, because, you know, I'm not willing to sacrifice this event in order to be a better bodybuilder. You know, if I was prepping for the Olympia or something, it'd be a different story. But this is my first show, and it's as important as it is to me. You know, I don't want to say this to like dumb down how important this is to me, but there are some things that are more important to bodybuilding than me. And if this is the only untracked instance of food that I have all year, I think only having one cheat meal over the course of an 11-month prep makes me a pretty fucking good bodybuilder. So I don't really feel the need to prove anything to anybody in terms of like how strict and how disciplined I've been with my diet or anything like that. I mean, I've lost 55 pounds this year. I don't have anything to prove to anybody. So I'm going to enjoy this tonight. I'm going to enjoy the food. I'm going to enjoy the time with her and just kind of focus on having a night where I don't really think about bodybuilding too much. So that is the plan for now. As I said, I don't know what we're gonna get. Maybe I'll get some pictures and videos and everything of that too, but also at the same time, I'm not really that guy that likes to sit at the dinner table and take pictures of my food and everything like that. So I'm sure that I'll take some pictures and overlay some stuff in there, but I wouldn't really expect too much video footage. So we'll check in sometime soon. I don't know if we'll check in before the cheat meal or after the cheat meal, but we'll definitely check in at least another time or two before the day is over. All right, what's up, guys? We just got back from the cheat meal / date night. It was a really nice time, just kind of nice to be normal for a night. So we got an order of Parmesan truffle fries for our appetizer. And then I got an order of spaghetti and meatballs, which was huge. I don't know if the video really does it justice, but it was probably like 3 4-ounce meatballs, so like 12 ounces of meat and probably like 4 cups of pasta. It was a lot of food. And then I had a Caesar salad that came with that. I ate all of that pretty easily, and then we went and got frozen yogurt. We really like frozen yogurt just because all of the toppings and variety and everything. And then as you can see, we have crumble cookies, so I'm gonna go eat that cookie after this. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it. My stomach feels pretty full right now. So all in all, like I said, just really nice to kind of check out from bodybuilding for a meal, an evening, and just kind of not really think about the diet for a little bit and just enjoy the time with Carissa. So we are going to watch a movie tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one wrapped up. This will conclude this week's prep vlog. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's episode. As of today, I am 13 weeks out of the competition that I have my eyes planned on. So tomorrow we'll start filming for the 12 week out prep vlog. So and then tomorrow morning we'll check in and we'll see what the damage is after the cheat meal in terms of the body weight and everything, and how much water I'm holding and all of that stuff. But I'm not even really worried about that right now. Honestly, I just feel really relieved. Like, honestly, that's a good feeling to describe how I feel, is relieved. It's kind of nice to just like eat some normal food and be in a normal setting. And I feel like I've definitely earned this meal for sure. 54 pounds down without having a cheat meal. I think this is pretty well deserved in my opinion. So I'm just gonna enjoy it tonight, and then tomorrow we are back on the wagon. So we'll see what the damage is tomorrow. But as far as this week's video, guys, like I said, gonna wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and hopefully you guys will tune in again as the series continues. As always, guys, thank you so much, and take care of yourselves.